Good evening, football fans, and welcome to our coverage of Michigan high school football, live on YouTube, presented by the students of the GI Tech School Broadcasting Program. Tonight, the Traverse City West Titans have made the long trip south to take on the 5-1 Mount Pleasant Oilers. The Oilers are coming off a dominant 45-12 homecoming win against Bay City Central last week and are looking to continue their win streak tonight. As for the Titans, they come to this game at 2-4, looking to knock off this red-hot Oilers team and turn their season around. And with that, we say welcome to a rainy Community Memorial Stadium. I'm Brendan Scobie alongside my partner, Alex Whitman. And Alex, this Oiler team looked basically unstoppable last week, putting up 14 points in the first minute and 43 seconds. What do they need to do tonight to replicate last week's performance tonight against the Titans?
Well, Brenton, if you look outside, I don't know if you viewers at home can see it, but it's raining here. It just downpoured for a good solid 5 minutes. It's slippery. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to establish the run game early, hold on to the ball, and they're going to linemen up front are going to have to get off the ball quick and get physical up in the trenches.
The Oilers have won the toss and deferred, and we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be back on the other side of it for the kick between Mount Pleasant and Traverse City West. Stay tuned, everybody.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Welcome back to a beautiful Community Memorial Stadium. That was sarcasm. It is not nice tonight, Alex, and I don't think the worst of the weather has hit us yet. So hopefully this game can go the distance in its scheduled amount of time. But if not, we'll be here for the duration of it, bringing you this great football game. If you didn't come on before we went to our national anthem break, Oilers won the toss and deferred to the second half. Titans will receive. It's Noah Dooman back to receive. And then also back there, looks like, is Aiden Griffiths. And Molyneux getting ready to kick it away in wet conditions here for the Oilers. And we are off and running from Mount Pleasant. It's a good kick from Molyneux. It's fielded by Griffiths. Griffiths on the far side dancing through, and he's got a couple Oilers on him, and it looks like that was Caleb Newbecker, part of the crew that brought him down there, and that's where the Titans will start on offense at about the 28-yard line.
No, I mean, just looking right there, you saw him. He got, what would you say, Scobie, 6-7 yards after contact? Great job by the Titans to get in there from the back and push him up, give him those extra yardage, set up that 1st and 10.
So up comes Owen Hendricks, the quarterback for the Titans. He actually was the backup to start the year, but Isaac Kelsey, the starter, was injured. He broke his arm, and so now here comes Hendricks into this game. The junior will have to deal with the wet conditions to lead his team against a really good Oiler team. Hendricks going to hand it off, and we got a flag on the first play. That was a Lima body, Adeo, who got the handoff there, but looks like it'll be a false start against the Titans, and it'll back them up 5 yards there on the first play.
Now, if you look at the Oilers' defensive line right now, they've got, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the line. They're pushing their linebackers up. They're going to stack the box, anticipating the run. So let's see if the Titans can counter that with a maybe good pass game here.
And another flag here on 2nd down. Probably the same thing coming up here for the Titans, another backup. And actually, nope. The hard count got the Oilers. It was an offside call, and the Titans will get those 5 yards right back.
So after 1st and 10, 1st and 15, now we're back to 1st and 10. Let's see if we can get a playoff this time. Looks like the same formation coming out of the huddle for the Titans.
Adeo in the backfield with Hendricks. He'll take the handoff this time to the right side, and he is tripped up after a gain of 2.
Good job there by Johnny Rubio to lay the boomstick and get him down.
So what we've talked about all year is a pretty good crowd here for some Oiler football. Not a bad showing from these Oiler fans out in the rain in the student section. About the same, all decked out in their pink for the pink out game. And also not a bad showing from some Traverse City West fans there on the far side of the field making the trip south. Adeo in the backfield again here on 2nd down behind Hendricks. He'll get the handoff, and he'll run it straight up the middle, and he's not going anywhere. A.J. Dennis, part of that crew that brought him down that time, and it'll be 3rd down here for the Titans. Looks like they're also going to give Josiah Green for credit on that tackle. There's a whole swarm of Oilers in there, though, making that tackle on Adeo. Hendricks, a couple wide receivers in the formation this time, will fake the handoff to Adeo. He's going to throw on the move this time. He's got a man for a Titan 1st down. That's Sam Shute out for the 1st down. Sam Schutte did a nice job there getting enough yards for the 1st down there, and the Titans will move the sticks here on their first drive.
Good job there by the Titans line up front to hold that backside rush. Allow number 1 get some space and get a man downfield to set up first and 10.
And I didn't see who exactly was from the Oilers, but there was a big block delivered that allowed Hendricks to get that throw off, and I saw an Oiler go flying. Hendricks with Adeo with him again here on 1st down. Adeo's going to break free. He's got some space on the near side, and he's brought down inside the 40, and another 1st down run for the Traverse City West Titans. There was a big gaping hole opened that time by that TC West offensive line, and another good run there from Adeo.
I see Andrew Dennis checking back in for the Oilers.
Hendricks will hand it off to Adeo. This time he will not be able to get around the edge, as Brogan Parks will take him down from behind. And Marcus Castellan was in there to force him to the sideline as well. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Titans.
As now for the Titans comes in number 19. That'll be Colton Core. Looks like he'll check into the receiver position.
Hendricks has Adeo with him in the backfield here again on 2nd and 9, as has been the case for the start of this Titans drive. Hendricks going to drop back to throw this time. He's going to loft it, and nobody there. Looks like it was intended for Sam Schutte again, but it was over his head, and it'll be 3rd and 9 once again for Traverse City West.
Good job by Hutchins there to cover that. You could almost say flat route, little short out to force that high throw. Just gets it a little too high. 3rd and 9.
And now you can see the wet conditions playing in over there on the far sideline. Ref not able to handle the ball, and now they'll get it in up to the line. Third and 9 for the Titans, 9:38 to go in the first quarter. Hendricks on the run. QB keeper, he's got some yards, and he breaks free for a first down for the Titans.
Now, that's one thing you could see here. By the way, both offenses like to run power. Running backs in the backfield run hard, and they're pretty elusive. With this rain, these good, nice jerseys get a little slippery. Wrapping up could be a problem for both teams here tonight.
Well, it's proved to be a problem here on this first drive for Traverse City West for this Oiler defense. It's now the ball on the 25-yard line for Traverse City West. Hendricks with Adeo behind him brings his team to the line. Hendricks going to hand it off to Adeo here on first down, and he plunges forward. They'll give him 2 or 3 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down coming up for Traverse City West. Mount Pleasant currently sits atop of the Saginaw Valley League Blue Division with a 3-0 record. And actually the Titans are sitting in second right now with a 2-0 conference record. And then behind them are Midland Dow, Traverse City Central, Midland High, and then the 2 Bay City schools with Central and Western in that order. Second down and 8 coming up here from the 23-yard line. Hendricks will hand it off to Adeo. He's got the edge this time, and he still driving his way forward down inside the 10 for a Traverse City West first down. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Titans. So Coach McIntyre not looking very happy down there on the sideline with his team here in these wet conditions. Jackson Dern in a tackle that time for the Oilers, and another solid run there from Adeo. Senior running back has had the bulk of the carries here so far, and he's in the backfield here again on 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8 here for Traverse City West. It's going to be a keeper from Hendricks. He's up the gut, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. It's 6-0 Traverse City Traverse City West.
It looks like they're going to try and set this up quick, try and get the Oilers off balance. This isn't a formation you're used to seeing. Now on that touchdown play, it was a good job by the O-line to open up that gap, allow them to get through. Easy walk in for the Titans, as now it'll be 6. It looks like they're going to go for 1 now.
It's a low snap. It's on the ground. Hendricks is going to have to keep it. Parks is out there, and he will not get there. Their score will stay at 6. Nice job there from the Oilers, sniffing out the bad snap and forcing Hendricks out of bounds. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back on the other side of it for the Oilers' ensuing possession.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Community Memorial Stadium. The Traverse City West Titans with a 6-0 lead over the hometown Mount Pleasant Oilers. It was a solid drive there for the Titans. A lot of running with Lima Body Adeo, and then a touchdown scamper for the quarterback, Owen Hendricks. And then there was a little bit of a bad snap with a wet ball there on the extra point, so the score stays 6-0. Dougie Rice on to kick it away here for the Titans. Titans wearing the all-white with the gold helmets. The Oilers with the white pants, the blue jerseys, and the blue helmets here at home. And now it looks like Rice is getting ready to kick it away. It's Olsen and Newbecker back to return for the Oilers. And the lefty's kick is a high one coming here to the near sideline. It's fielded by Olsen. Olsen with some blockers there on the far sideline. Olsen dancing, following that wedge, and he's brought down at the 30, so not a bad return there from Riley Olsen. That's where the Oilers will start. And now out comes Logan Broachuk. Not a tremendous performance last week, only 5 for 10 for 86 yards, but he did throw for 3 touchdowns.
Now that's one of those stat lines you see on those most absurd stat lines, only 5 passing attempts for 3 touchdowns. That's not something you see every day.
So Broachuk has Newbecker behind him in the backfield with Parkson as the lead blockers. Now the rain continues to fall a little bit heavier now. Broachuk will hand it off to Newbecker. Newbecker tripped up at the line. Actually, he fought forward for a little bit more, and he's got 3 or 4 here on first down.
And speaking of Broachuk's passing attempts, looking at the standings here for the leaderboards, Logan Broachuk does lead the Valley Blue in passing yards and touchdowns with 1,088 passing yards, with the next man, Jacob Jensen from Dow, with only 567, and Logan Broachuk also has 15 touchdowns, and the next man has only 3.
So Logan showing why he's a Division I quarterback commit right there. As there'll be another handoff to Newbecker here on second down, and this time he's brought down immediately. That was a nice tackle there. That was number 33, Noah Bennett there. The junior linebacker got in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 8 here coming up for the Oilers.
And going back to those leaderboards, as of right now, Easton Day leads the Blue in receiving yards and receptions with 366 and 24 receptions. And Riley Olsen in the close second place with 297 yards for 21 receptions. Olsen has 6 touchdowns to Day's 3.
Broachuk, pressure in the pocket, and he's going to go down. Logan Broachuk goes down, and a big stand from the Titans defense early in the rain, and they're fired up. So this is a little bit, I know we were talking about it up in the booth here before the game. This is a little bit like the opening game of the season for the Oilers. Not great conditions at Saginaw Heritage, and the Oilers struggled to move the ball in that game, and they're looking for maybe a better performance tonight as they came out on the losing end of that one, 42-7.
Now, I mean, just looking back, flashback to last year, the last time these two teams squared up at Thurlby Field in Traverse City, it's almost the same conditions.
And Broachuk's punt will go out of bounds. Still waiting to see the official signal. They're going to say it's going to be right at midfield, and so that's where this strong Traverse City Titans offense is going to come back out onto the field.
Did you know chocolate milk has essential nutrients not typically found in your traditional sports drinks? So next time, whether you're on the field, in the classroom, or at home, remember to rethink your drink and pick chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is the official beverage of the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
5:39 to go here in the first quarter of a wet, rainy evening here in Mount Pleasant. It's Hendricks in the backfield at quarterback and Adeo behind him. He's going to keep it himself, trying to get the edge. He's got the edge. He's showing off the speed here early. He's taken down by Caleb Newbecker inside the 35. And another good run there from the Traverse City West Titans.
And now, looking on these last 2 drives, I mean, you've seen they're going to run a little bit of a read option now, and the Oilers are going to have to try and pick that up early and try and stop him down in the backfield. And if they can't, try and keep him within 5 yards.
And this is going to be a tough situation that the Oilers are in now. You cannot afford to give up another score and go down 2 scores in wet weather conditions like that. Hendricks will hand it off to Adeo. Another good run from Adeo. He sheds Oiler tacklers. He's inside the 25, and he's brought down by Carter Dole inside the 20. And another good run from this Traverse City West Titans offense. I'd like to remind you tonight's game is being brought to you by the students of the GI Tech School Broadcasting Program. Out on the field, standing out in the rain, is Nolan Asman, our all-star sideline cameraman. On the other two cameras, we got Carter Maxon on the action camera and Tate Wager on our hero camera. Brendan Hauser is our executive producer right now. And then you've been hearing me and Alex Whitman so far on the airwaves. And I'd like to give a shout-out to our guy Eli Schlick getting those cinematic highlights down on the field. As that's a run there from the Titans. They'll go for, looks like no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And you can't forget the man, Pat Onstad. We thank him for overseeing this all. Without him, this wouldn't be possible, and you wouldn't be able to get the videos you're seeing right now.
Clock rolling down, close to 4 minutes to go here in the first of an ugly, rainy evening here at Community Memorial Stadium. Hendricks has Adeo with him in the backfield here on 2nd down. Adeo will take the handoff and shed some more tacklers. The flag comes in from behind as Adeo goes down. I see Brogan Parks, Jonathan Rubio, and A.J. Dennis in there swarming Adeo. And so we 3rd down pending the penalty.
Now the rain out here, nothing like it was this morning and into the afternoon. It was a nice, bright, sunny sky sitting around 60 degrees. Nice, good breeze going. All of a sudden, like snap of a finger, rain coming down. Good weather for football.
And looks like we got a holding called on the Titans here, so it'll back them up. So if my math is correct, it should be about 2nd down and 20 here for the Titans. Hendricks has had Adeo behind him all night so far, and it'll stay the same here on this play on 2nd and 20 here. Looking to try and get it back to closer to a 3rd down and manageable here. Hendricks will hand it off to Adeo. Adeo runs into Jackson Dern and Riley Olson. He's brought down after a gain of 5, and so it'll be 3rd down and 15 coming up here for Traverse City West.
That's a good job by Traverse City West, chewing the clock out. Only couple passing plays in there, both one for completion, one incomplete. But now we're down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, and they've only had 2 drives so far.
And the Oilers' first drive was quite short. So 3rd and 15 from the 18-yard line here for Traverse City West. Probably out of field goal range here in these wet conditions, so looking to pick up the 15 probably in 2 plays here. Hendricks will hand it off to Adeo. He's trying to get the edge. He's got a ton of blocks over there, and he is spilled. That was Marcus Castellon who took him down there, and it'll be a 4th down play coming up here for Traverse City West.
That's a good job by Marcus to recognize how hard he's running and get low and try and wrap him up around the legs. Spilled him off. Great job there.
It's be 4th down and looks like about 14 coming up here for Traverse City West.
Not sure what Traverse City West doing. Looks like they swapped out 3 or 4 guys. See what the plan is.
Looks like they got 3 or 4 wide receivers in the formation here with Adeo in the backfield with Hendricks.
They're going to plan to go for it.
Hendricks will drop back. He's got time in the pocket, and that time ran out. Jonathan Rubio in with the sack, and the Oilers defense makes a stand. They'll get the ball back with 2 minutes to go in the quarter.
Great job by Jonathan Rubio to get him around the legs from the back, and then coming in to clean it up is Cal Kowalik, and it looked like Brogan Parks. Now coming off of that 3 and out, Oilers looking to put something together, see if they can use the momentum off that turnover, put something together here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
See a couple wide receivers coming out here for the Oilers. Easton Day had a touchdown last week, looking to maybe do the same thing here on this drive for the Oilers. There'll be Newbecker on the carry. He shakes free, and he's got a nice gain there on 1st down for about 6 or 7. And so a 2nd down and short coming up here for the Oilers. Minute and 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Brochuk alone in the backfield here. And now a little bit of movement and some motion from the Oilers. Brochuk will pitch it to Newbecker in the wet conditions, and he'll dance free for a first down, and he's pushed out across the 45-yard line for an Oiler first down.
Good job by Newbecker there to get his eyes up the field. Notice the block was going to try and cut it outside, but notice the butt of our blockers looking towards us, and he cuts inside, gets an extra 2-3 yards. Now it'll be first and 10 for the Oilers from their own 46.
So the Oilers will come to the line. Newbecker in the backfield with Borodachuk. He's got Day and Olsen here on the near side receiver. It's a low snap, but Newbecker's got it on the run. Newbecker sheds a tackler. Newbecker almost shook free, and he's got 8 yards on first down, and now this Oiler offense starting to get into a groove. Newbecker had 183 yards on the ground last week on 17 carries, and he scored 3 touchdowns, one from 6 yards, one from 32, and one from 43 yards out. And we're sitting here at 44 yards to the end zone. 44 yards to the end zone in striking distance for this Oiler offense. Brochuk has Newbecker behind him. He'll fake the pitch to Newbecker. Deep, down the middle. Carter Dole dropped it. It went off his hands. Tough to pass in the wet conditions. And it'll be third and 3 coming up here for the Oilers.
Good job by Broderchuk to recognize the separation he was getting. But if you looked over, he's getting covered by 3 guys there. You know, that could also tell you something a little bit about his skill on the game.
19 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 3.
Looks like Broderchuk lined up at a receiver, direct snap.
As now Hutchins will barrel forward for the first down, and the Oilers move the sticks, and that will probably be the last play of the first quarter. I have to imagine Coach McIntyre will just let this clock wind out.
That's not a formation you usually see from the Oilers, putting Broderchuk out at the receiver position. It looks like probably the first time they've ran that all year so far.
So we'll step aside here as we switch ends of the field, and we'll see you for the second quarter right after this short break.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Welcome back to Community Memorial Stadium here in Mount Pleasant. Second quarter getting ready to get underway, and the Oilers are sitting on the 42-yard line here on 1st and 10. Brochuk has Newbecker with him in the backfield, and Easton Day and Riley Olsen on the near side receiver. Brochuk will rifle it over the middle. Easton Day's got it. 9 yards there, close to 10, and depends on the spot.
Looks like they might end up giving it to him just based off where the judge on the far side is, lined up directly with it. That will be a first down for the Oilers.
Tell you what, with Easton Day's speed, those crossing routes have been pretty deadly for defenses in the first 6 games.
One thing you worry about on the receiving end is how to keep these gloves dry. It looks like Easton doesn't matter for Easton Day. He gets the edge. Cut one more guy to beat, and they'll get pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, Mount Pleasant.
Tell you what, just praising Easton Day for his speed, and he turned on the Jets right there and got past the TC West secondary, and he's into the end zone for an Oiler touchdown. 11:37 on the clock, remaining in the first half.
now it looks like we're going to go for the extra point. We got Hunter Lynch on the snap, Logan Zenberg on the hold, and Clay Molyneux on the kick.
Tell you what, kind of a low snap on the first snap of the extra point for the Titans, but that's a good snap, and that's a good kick from Molyneux. Oilers take a 7-6 lead, and while they head to the huddle, we're going to take a short break up here in the booth. We'll see you on the other side of this short break.
Well, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to Community Memorial Stadium. Oilers with a nice drive to respond to the Titans. It's a 7-6 lead now for Mount Pleasant.
Now a little bit of a shocker here. Looked like the Oilers are going to try to establish a run game, and that's what you would expect with the weather outside right now. But it looks like we're going to start throwing the ball a little bit. 2 straight completions for Easton Day.
And it's not like the rain is letting up at all. If anything, it's gotten a little bit heavier, but Coach McIntyre showing off that he trusts his quarterback and receivers right now. Nice kick from Molyneux again. It'll be returned by Griffiths, and actually, no, it'll drop back into the end zone for a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Traverse City West from the 25.
Looks like Clay Molyneux got all of that one. Looks like it landed around the 5-yard line. This, I tell you, this slippery turf rolled it right into the end zone.
So now comes Hendricks back out onto the field at quarterback for the Titans with Adeo behind him. And now the Titans starting to show a couple more wide receivers in the formation. Maybe they'll start to throw the ball a little bit just like the Oilers have. There'll be a handoff to Adeo here on 1st down. He sheds the first tackler and spins away from Zenneberg, but then he's wrapped up by Tyler Hutchins and brought down after 8 or 9 there on 1st down. So 2nd down, and looks like 2 coming up here for Traverse City West as now they'll come up to the line. Adeo once again behind Hendricks in the backfield. It'll be a fake handoff. Hendricks is going to keep it, and he's got nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. Tyler Hutchins shoved him out of bounds, and actually Hutchins collided with the kicking net there on the sideline, but he'll get up and trot away from that unscathed.
As all of that east-west running right there, they'll lose 3 yards.
So 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Titans from the 24-yard line. Tell you what, that a little bit of a smaller student section tonight to be expected from the rain, but still making plenty of noise to intimidate this Titans offense.
We also welcome all of our students and viewers who are watching our broadcast on the Mount Pleasant High School YouTube page.
As now, that's a run up the middle for not much on the play. It'll be 4th down now for the Titans, and have to imagine this is a punting situation deep in your own end.
And it looks like substituting almost the entire offensive line, so it looks like they will go ahead and punt.
And now out comes the punter. And it's Kyler Brunin, and I've heard talking to the radio guys from Traverse City West before the game, this kid has a leg for the Titans, so we'll see what he can put on this ball. It looks like it's Tyler Hutchins back to receive now for the Oilers.
Biggest punter in the state is what they also said.
High snap, and that kick will land at the midfield stripe and roll to the sideline, and it'll go out of bounds at the 47, and that's where the Oiler offense will start their work, basically where they started when we came back from our last commercial. And Alex, what do you got for us?
Stay in tune with the prep sports scene by listening to This Week in High School Sports on the MHSAA network, carried on nearly 100 radio stations and web audio outlets around the state. This week features various stories plus a weekly Be the Referee segment. This Week in High School Sports can also be heard by visiting the homepage of the MHSAA website.
So Brochuk with Tyler McGee behind him as a blocker, and then Newbecker in at running back, and Newbecker will take the handoff here on first down, and he's stopped right when he gets to the line. Nice job from that Titans defense. And now Tyler McGee goes for a tumble downfield. But it'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Oilers. Dude, Alex, I don't know if you heard about this, but I got an alert this morning. There's a little bit of movement on the offensive line, moving some guys around. Blaine Brown not starting tonight. A.J. Dennis was moved to left guard. And actually a member of our school broadcasting program, Tyler Metner, got to start at left tackle tonight. So even with that movement on the line, still a nice job so far here from this Oiler offensive line. As now Brochuk takes off and gets about 6 on the QB keeper, and actually looks like they're going to spot him with about 5 there on 2nd down. And it'll be 3rd down, and actually they're going to say 3rd and 6 here coming up for the Oilers. Ball on the 49-yard line here for this 3rd and 6 play. A little bit more than 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Now Brochuk will look back over the sideline here. He's got Newbecker next to him in the backfield and 3 wide receivers on the near side. He's going to roll out to throw. He's got Riley Olson. Olson trying to stay in bounds, dancing forward. He's close to first down yardage. Oilers sideline thinks he's got it. We'll have to ask the men in stripes.
Looks like they blew the whistle maybe before. Far man signaling he's just short. See where they once they lay the ball down where it lies. Looks like they will give him the first down. Great job there by Riley Olson, spinning his way, staying in bounds. And the couple Titan tacklers, instead of pushing him in bounds, it looked like they carried him across the first down marker.
So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Oilers. Parks and Newbecker behind Borodachuk. Easton Day, Riley Olson on the far side. Borodachuk going to pitch it to Newbecker. Newbecker trying to make a cut in the backfield, and nice job making something out of nothing there, as he looked like might have been stopped for a pretty good loss. Gets it back close to the line, but it'll still be 2nd down, and it looks like about 11 there on the play. So 2nd and 12 from the 45-yard line coming up for the Oilers as Brochuk comes back to the huddle with the play. He's got Newbecker with him in the backfield here. 7:15 to go in the first half. Brochuk, low snap. Will flip it to Newbecker. Newbecker's got some space. He's got a blocker. Caleb Newbecker in the open field. He's gone. Touchdown Oilers.
Looking back there. With that block, that touchdown run would not have been possible, one, without Caleb Newbecker's speed, but without that huge block by Tyler McGee. I tell you, he just hit the hit stick on him, sending him head over heels.
And I don't know if it's as apparent or if we're just noticing it because everything looks to be a little slowed down in this wet condition, but Newbecker was flying out there on that run. So now out comes Molyneux looking to extend this lead. Kick from Molyneux is up and good. The Oilers take a 14-6 lead. We'll be back on the other side of this short break.
I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball and I got hooked. Before long I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School.
And now, as the PA announcer is honoring the Mount Pleasant High School student athletes of the month, we would like to honor them as well as Cal Kowalik on the men's side, and then Mariah Ortiz on the women's side. As obviously Cal out here playing football for the Oilers, and Mariah Ortiz is on the girls golf team.
Now out comes Molyneux once again to kick it away for the Oilers. And it's a little bit of a lower one this time, but it still gets down into the end zone for a touchback. And Molyneux's got a canonized leg tonight.
I tell you, a lot of his have been getting down near the 10-yard line in returnable territory with this slippery turf, landing about at the 10, maybe inside, just rolling into the end zone. So that's back-to-back touchbacks. And a rule different to what you'll see in college in the NFL. In the MHSAA and NFHS high school, touchbacks will be spotted at the 20-yard line and not the 25.
So 1st and 10 from the 20 here for the Titans. Hendricks going to hand it to Adeo.
It's a great job by Nick Dice to get outside, turn the play into our linebackers as a group of Oilers came in with the tackle.
And actually, I think I've been making a mistake here all broadcast. I've been saying Adeo. That's actually Alima Badi's first name. So there's Alima Badi there on the carry for the Titans. So Alima Deo in the backfield with Hendricks here on 2nd down, and it looks like about 8 here for the Titans. It'll be Hendricks on the keeper. And not a bad run there as Hendricks took a hit there at the end of the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 7 now coming up for Traverse City West.
At their own 24-yard line.
5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Is now Hendricks with a Lima body behind him here for this 3rd down play. Lima body on the run. Out to the far side, got a couple blockers, but not much of a gain there. It'll be 4th down coming up here for the Titans. And now we'll see what the decision is here coming from this Titans sidelines. Now it looks like Brennan, the punter, is coming out to kick it away for the Titans. And what you don't want to do is let this Oiler team get back into the end zone before the half, because they will get the ball coming out of the halftime locker room. And so if you're the Titans, try and minimize the damage on the defensive side and keep up on the offensive side to stay in this game.
Now, just looking into the future, next 2 weeks for both of these teams, Mount Pleasant will stay at home for senior night next week, as we will cover that game against Midland Dow. And then they'll travel down south to Linden to take on the final game of the season.
And now that's a low snap, and it hit the ground, and the ball will be dead right there.
As a little mistake there by the punter. Picked it up with his knee on the ground. Just downs the ball immediately.
At the 12-yard line. That is where the Oilers will start. And now what do the Titans got coming up next 2 weeks, Alex?
And the next 2 weeks for the Titans, they will travel to Bay City Central, take a little trip down south. And then final game of the season, they'll take on Traverse City Central. And as some of you may know, they do share a field, and they will be the home team for that game. I just got to imagine. I've always wanted to go to a game like that, especially Midland Dow, and Traverse City West. Being rivals that share the same field, you got to imagine there's a lot of people that go out to those games.
Well, especially that game's a little bit special up there in Traverse City. They call it the TC Patriot game. A lot of veterans that come out before the game. They honor those men and women before the game. And so a really special night up in Traverse City. Now it's Hutchins on the carry. Hutchins fighting his way forward for about 7 there on the 1st down carry. And so it'll be 2nd down and short from inside the 10-yard line.
And it looked like right there you saw the same formation that we don't usually see earlier in the game, as Brodachuk went out as a receiver and they did a direct snap to Hutchins.
So now Brodachuk will bring the play back into the huddle. And now he'll come out, same formation here for the Oilers. Brochuk lined up at receiver. Hutchins, low snap, fields it. He's on the run. He's got a block. He fights to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Oilers.
Now, this could be a common thing you're seeing that now, back-to-back plays. If it keeps working, you can see the Oilers keep running that direct snap until Traverse City West finds a way to try and stop it. Great job there, though, by Hutchins. Got 3 yards after contact, forcing his way. A little stretch there at the end to get into the end zone. But overall, he gets it in and good.
And you have to remember, this was all set up by a little bit of special teams there from the Titans, and that's what gave the Oilers such great field position.
And now on special teams for the Oilers, Hunter Lynch with the snap, Zenneberg with the hold, Clay with the kick. Up and good is now your score with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. Oilers 20 to Oilers 21, Titans 6.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that.
Welcome back to Community Memorial Stadium, a rainy evening. You saw the Oilers student section out there on the screen there for a second. Showing up in not quite full force, but pretty good showing there for them in the rain tonight. Tell you what, Titans look pretty strong on offense here early on. They led it 6-0, but then the Oilers now have rattled off 3 straight scores, and they lead it 21-6.
As it looks like the Oilers found a way on defense to stop this strong Titans run game, as you saw in the first couple drives. As in first drive for the Titans, they scored right away.
Another booming kick there from Molyneux. This time it'll be fielded, and it's a nice return there from the Titans. That was Sam Schutte, looks like, there on the return.
Looks like he'll get an extra 5 yards. Great job there by Molyneux. Fielded at the 1 yard line. In the air, too.
So I know it's not ideal in wet conditions, but Molyneux, with the leg that he's showing off tonight, might be a threat from a long field goal here to end the first half if the Oilers get the ball back. So Lima Body in the backfield with Owen Hendricks here on 1st and 10 for the Titans. It's a low snap. It's on the ground. It's picked up by Hendricks, and now he's being chased around. Zenneberg can't tie him up, and now Hutchins will sling him out of bounds with a little bit of help there from Nick Dice, and looks like it'll be a loss of a yard on the play there for the Titans.
And now as we look into our Oilers scoreboard, last night both freshman and JV teams traveled up to Traverse City West to take on the Titans. The freshman team, coming up with a narrow 12-6 win in the early game, and the JV team coming away with a 42-6 win against the Titans.
So Oiler varsity team looking to complete the sweep here tonight against Traverse City West as a Lima Body behind Hendricks in the backfield here on 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff to a Lima Body. And was that Brogan Parks that got in there? Yes, it was. Brogan Parks with the big sack of Hendricks, and he's fired up as now the Oiler defense going to move the Titans back. Looks like about 9 yards there on that one play, so it'll be 3rd down and 20 coming up here for Traverse City West.
And now that wouldn't have been possible without that good job by Johnny Rubio to eat up a block, open up a gap for Parks to split through. Looked like he's coming in at 100 miles an hour. Came in, looks like quarterback might have got away with it early, but then Parks was able to wrap him up, take him down.
Hendricks takes the snap, looking to throw. Now he'll take off and run. Hendricks with a good run. Hendricks got the first down, and he's still going. Hendricks inside the 20. There's a flag on the play, but Owen Hendricks will rumble in for a Titan touchdown. And actually, there is no flag on the play, so it's a long touchdown for Traverse City West.
You can hear some Oiler fans might not happy with that no call there. Looked like there could have been a little bit of a holding, but not enough for the official to throw the flag.
I thought there was a flag, too. That's why I said something about it, but it was a nice, clean play there from the Titans, as now they'll set up, looks like maybe to go for 2 to try and cut this to a 7-point game.
And now I don't know about you, but that's one way you come back after taking that big sack.
Interesting formation here for the Titans. Hendricks on the keeper, up the middle, into the end zone. They get the 2. It's 21-14, and a big response for the Titans. We're going to take a short break before the Oilers get the football back with 2:49 to go in the first half.
Well, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Rain's still coming down a little bit lighter now as there's 2:49 to go here in the first half, and now the Oilers will come back out onto the field. And I know we mentioned it right before the break. That was a really good job there from Owen Hendricks to recognize the pressure in the pocket there on 3rd and 20 after taking that big sack and scamper for a long touchdown.
Now you can see how looks like number 21, the kicker, it looks like Dougie Rice. See how he sets the ball up on the tee. Look how they're going to kick it off. Looks like he sets it in the back, so looks like he will try and put it deep.
Newbecker and Olsen back to return for the Oilers. Rice's kick is a high one. It's going to be take a bounce, and it'll be fielded by Riley Olsen off the bounce. Olsen trying to fight his way to the near sideline. He's got a blocker. Riley Olsen showing off the speed into Titan territory before he's pushed out at the 45, and that's exactly what the Oilers needed to get into Titan territory and give great starting field position to this Oiler offense.
Looked like Olsen might have had a little brain fart right there, thinking about a punt. How high that kick was, the bounce. Remember, once that gets past the 50, that's a live ball for both teams. Good job there to pick it up. That's one thing you're going to see from him, though, is his recognition to read the blocks and get into the open space on the field.
Newbecker in the backfield with Broichuk here on 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Newbecker. Newbecker with some space and some blocks and gets about 7 there on 1st down. Second and 4 coming up here for the Oilers from the Titans' 39-yard line. Clock churns down to about 2 minutes now. Brochuk with Newbecker behind him in the backfield. Be a low snap. Brochuk will hand it off to Newbecker. Newbecker tripped up, but it looks like he got the first down right as he was tripped up, and so the Oilers will move the sticks.
And as you look on your screen, that score bug was also made by our play-by-play guy, Brenton Scobie, and we really appreciate him for that, giving you a better way to view the scoreboard than just a little camera on our scoreboard here at Community Memorial Stadium.
1st and 10 from the 35. Low snap. It's a pitch to Hutchins this time out of the backfield. Tyler Hutchins lowers the boom and drops a shoulder through a Titan inside the 30. And a nice run there from Tyler Hutchins on 1st down.
And now this year, again, this is brought to you by students of the school broadcasting program. And one thing we like to say, you can get used to a lot of our shots, as all of us are sophomores, so you get coverage of the next 2 years. Now this year, me, Alex Whitman, and Brady Edwards, we will be on the varsity football team next year, so you'll not catch us on football broadcast, but you will catch us on all of our other ones with basketball, volleyball, even maybe some wrestling matches coming up in the future.
And actually, that's a good segue. I believe we are going to try and cover the girls varsity volleyball game on Tuesday, home against Lapeer. That will also be a pink out game, just for a different sport.
Scobie, why don't you tell us about officials recruitment?
In fact, you can be a referee. We need you to get out there and be a referee now more than ever. Nationally, there's a shortage of people willing to work these kids' games, and they are just kids' games. So if you love sports and kids, register today at MHSA.com. And if you're unable to, please get out there And if you're unable to get out there, please respect the efforts of those who can. Sorry about that. Brochuk has Hutchins with him here on the backfield on second down.
So usually reading those scripts is my job there.
Brochuk gonna throw it. Got a man, almost intercepted, and I think maybe the hand going up in front of him kind of disrupted the vision there of Carter Dole. So it'll be third down and short coming up here for the Oilers. So even though the interception wasn't made out there, Noah Duman sticking his hand up did a nice job anyways, disrupting the vision of Dole and forcing a third down play here from the Oilers.
Looks like now Cal Kowalik will line up at the fullback position as they'll run their split out for the direct snap.
Looks like it'll be Hutchins to take the snap here for the Oilers. It's a low one. He fields it, runs forward, still churning the legs, and he's got the Oiler first down.
Good job there by Hutchins. That's one thing you're going to see here at Mount Pleasant. We don't just run with speed, but we run with power. As that's one thing they're really good at, is getting yards after contact.
Brochuk back in the backfield here on 1st and 10 with Newbecker to his right. 3 wide receivers on the far side. Brochuk going to roll, going to throw. Got Riley Olson there on the first down catch, and it's going to be second down and 1 coming up after a 9-yard gain.
Looks like the Titans were running a little bit of a zone coverage almost with how far back he was and how open Riley Olson was. Looks like he caught it with about the 20-yard line, which is the 5-yard, and got it a couple extra yards to get it to second and short, which is where you're going to want to be for the Oilers.
Brochuk with Newbecker to his left here, and Tyler McGee in as a blocker. Brochuk will pitch it to Newbecker. Newbecker got a block from McGee. Newbecker trying to split the defenders. He's down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal Oilers with 1 minute to go in the first half.
So they do got to give them a second for the officials and the down marker to get set up. But once they're set, they'll give the signal to play. Clock will run on the ready to play.
And now the clock will start to move down to a minute as Brochuk's still over here by the sideline getting the play from Coach McIntyre.
As now you could expect with the Oilers with the 21-14 lead, they do get the ball in the second half. So a score here would be very helpful for them if they can do something in the second half too. Take a little bit of their time though, not allow the Titans to get too much time on the clock to score and cut it back down.
As now Hutchins will get ready to take the snap once again. It's a low one again, and it doesn't matter. Tyler Hutchins rumbles in. Touchdown Oilers. He had a touchdown last week. He's already got 2 tonight. It's 27-14 with 36 seconds to go in the first half.
Not a lot of blockers out on that left side, but it was a great job by Hutchins to field the low snap and just get the edge outside, right in the corner of the end zone, and for 6.
So he's Zendenberger in to hold it here for the Oilers, and Molyneux to kick it once again.
With Hunter Lynch on the snap.
Low snap from Lynch. It's fielded by Zendenberger, and Molyneux drives it right through. It's 28-14. The Oilers have the Titans doubled up. We'll see you for the final 36 seconds of the first half right after this short break.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School's Community Memorial Stadium. 28-14, the Oilers lead it over the visiting Traverse City West Titans in a rainy evening here in mid-Michigan. Although the rain has died down a little bit, it was pouring before kickoff, and now it's just kind of a light mist. And now Molyneux coming out to kick it away for the Oilers.
Now this is one of those rains where the only place you're really going to see it is up with the lights. So that'll be the best view for it. But down on the field, it looks like there is no rain, as it looks like there's been no rain here for the Oilers on offense.
It's another good boot from Molyneux, and it's fielded by the Titans, and running it back is Duman on the carry. And nice job getting out across the 30-yard line on the return, and see what the Titans can do with the final 26 seconds of the first half.
Pulled down from behind by Prevo. Number 8, Jack Prevo. Set up shop at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 30 coming up for Traverse City West. 26 seconds to go in the half. If you're the coach of the Titans here, Alex, what do you do? Do you push for another score? Do you head into the locker room happy only being down 14 at this point?
I would want to push for another score right here. Being down 14 with the Oilers getting the ball back, you don't want to be able to go up by 3. Try and push for another score. Maybe go for 2.
And now it's another run from Hendricks, and he'll dance his way out of bounds after a nice gain there on 1st down. Logan Zendenberg was the one that pushed him out, and now 20 seconds are showing up on the clock. Might see a little bit more passing on this drive from the Titans to try and move the ball downfield a little bit quicker, but also the run has worked quite effectively for him here in the first half.
And subbing in for the Titans is number 19. No, excuse me, not 19. Number 18, Braden Popa. And number 33, Noah Bennett.
As now it's Hendricks on the carry once again. He'll get to the sideline and get pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and short. It's another 5 seconds rumbles off the clock.
And now you could almost expect Traverse City to keep trying to run it towards the shallow end of the field, being on the left hash mark, try and get close to out of bounds, so if get a good gain. The only place the Oilers can take him is out of bounds to stop the clock.
So 15 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 1 coming up for Traverse City West.
Now you could almost expect a hard count here, too, to try and draw the Oilers off sides, so the clock won't run, but they'll get another extra 5 yards and a 1st down.
Hendricks will take the snap. He'll fake the handoff this time. Pressure coming. He'll throw it back to the sideline. And Alima Body makes the catch, and he's still in bounds. And now the Titans will take a timeout. 6 seconds on the clock.
There is a flag on the play, not a timeout. I was thinking he might have got pushed out of bounds, but in the backfield. Based off where the flag is, it looks like it could be a holding. They were roughing the passer on the Oilers. So that's a costly penalty here. Push him up 15. Looks like that will push him into Oiler territory. So costly penalty here with 6.2 seconds left. See if the Titans can launch one downfield, get another score.
Haven't seen much passing so far tonight from this Titans offense. So we'll see if Hendricks has the arm to get it down close to the end zone here. Down to the 42-yard line after the penalty yardage is assessed. And now a timeout taken by Mount Pleasant. And Coach McIntyre would like to talk things over with his Oilers before this final play of the first half. We'll just hang out right here for the final 6 seconds. Keep up with everything of the school broadcasting program, all of our broadcasts and other information on the GI Tech School Broadcasting Program Instagram. It's at GITech_SBP. And also check out Eli's View on Instagram for all the cinematic football highlights for Mount Pleasant football and other sports.
Now, one thing we like to talk about here on the Mount Pleasant side is the amount of guys that we usually have going up to the 2nd level, which would be college, NCAA, NAIA, no matter where they're going. This year we got A.J. Dennis going to Division I Michigan State and Logan Brodachuk going to Central Michigan to play football. And then last year you look, Scooter Polk going to SVSU to play football. You got Blake Moore, Griffin Phillips, both going to play baseball, along with Max Humphrey, who's at Louisville right now playing baseball. And then you got Aiden Klein last year, who's now playing at John Carroll University. And then Caden Banaski, who is also playing baseball over in Wisconsin at Lawrence University.
6 seconds to go. Probably the final play of the first half here coming up for the Titans from the 42. 4 wide receivers in the formation for Hendricks. Alima Body in the backfield, probably as a blocker. Hendricks going to wind up. He's going to launch deep down the sideline, close to the goal line, tipped, incomplete. Carter Dole breaks it up. We've played a half of football in Mount Pleasant, and we'll see you on the other side of the halftime break. As actually, we're going to hold on here for a second. There's an Oiler down on the field. Not quite sure who that is yet.
And we'll get back to you with the injury update on the other side of this halftime break. So at the end of the half, your score, Oilers 28, Titans 14.
There are very few traditions in our country as enduring, engaging, and meaningful as high school football on Friday nights. Every Friday night in the fall, about 7,000 high school football games involving more than 1 million student athletes are held from coast to coast. Football has been a part of our nation's high schools for more than 100 years. High school football fosters a strong sense of community. It is the most popular boys' sport and is our nation's #1 spectator sport. The people in the stands aren't just fans. They're moms and dads, grandparents, sisters and brothers. They're local store owners and neighbors from down the street. They're former players and coaches. And their fellow students. Win or lose, their support and pride for their school and community are always there. Why play high school football? High school football equips young people for success in both the classroom and in life by inspiring character, leadership, resilience, teamwork, discipline, physical fitness, time management, community engagement, and other important life skills. Also through football, students develop essential skills for participating in other sports during the winter and spring seasons. The sport of football provides opportunities for students with any skill and size. The relationships, bonds, and camaraderie built both on and off the field will last a lifetime. The health and safety of students is a paramount goal of high school football. Like other contact sports, there is an inherent risk in playing football. However, the NFHS wants parents to know that we believe high school football is safer today than it ever has been. The following steps have been taken to create a safer high school football experience. Concussion awareness and management protocols for football. Education and professional development for football coaches. Football injury surveillance and research studies. Restrictions on helmet-to-helmet contact hits and blindside blocks. Limits on contact in football practice. Risk minimization focus by the NFHS Football Rules Committee. Ongoing improvements in football equipment. Emergency action plans and AEDs in place and ready to use in schools nationwide. As it has been for many years, high school football continues to be a significant part of communities across the country. The NFHS is committed to keeping the lights on and keeping the game as safe as possible for the millions of kids who will play for years to come. Contact your local middle school or high school to learn more and sign up to play football today.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope, we believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
There are very few traditions in our country as enduring, engaging, and meaningful as high school football on Friday nights. Every Friday night in the fall, about 7,000 high school football games involving more than 1 million student athletes are held from coast to coast. Football has been a part of our nation's high schools for more than 100 years. High school football fosters a strong sense of community. It is the most popular boys' sport and is our nation's #1 spectator sport. The people in the stands aren't just fans. They're moms and dads, grandparents, sisters and brothers. They're local store owners and neighbors from down the street. They're former players and coaches, and their fellow students. Win or lose, their support and pride for their school and community are always there. Why play high school football? High school football equips young people for success in both the classroom and in life by inspiring character, leadership, resilience, teamwork, discipline, physical fitness, time management, community engagement, and other important life skills. Also through football, students develop essential skills for participating in other sports during the winter and spring seasons. The sport of football provides opportunities for students with any skill and size. The relationships, bonds, and camaraderie built both on and off the field will last a lifetime. The health and safety of students is a paramount goal of high school football. Like other contact sports, there is an inherent risk in playing football. However, the NFHS wants parents to know that we believe high school football is safer today than it ever has been. The following steps have been taken to create a safer high school football experience. Concussion awareness and management protocols for football. Education and professional development for football coaches. Football injury surveillance and research studies. Restrictions on helmet-to-helmet contact hits and blindside blocks. Limits on contact in football practice. Risk minimization focus by the NFHS Football Rules Committee. Ongoing improvements in football equipment. Emergency action plans and AEDs in place and ready to use in schools nationwide. As it has been for many years, high school football continues to be a significant part of communities across the country. The NFHS is committed to keeping the lights on and keeping the game as safe as possible for the millions of kids who will play for years to come. Contact your local middle school or high school to learn more and sign up to play football today. There are very few traditions in our country as enduring, engaging, and meaningful as high school football on Friday nights. Every Friday night in the fall, about 7,000 high school football games involving more than 1 million student athletes are held from coast to coast. Football has been a part of our nation's high schools for more than 100 years. High school football fosters a strong sense of community. It is the most popular boys' sport and is our nation's #1 spectator sport. The people in the stands aren't just fans. They're moms and dads, grandparents, sisters and brothers. They're local store owners and neighbors from down the street. They're former players and coaches. And their fellow students. Win or lose, their support and pride for their school and community are always there. Why play high school football? High school football equips young people for success in both the classroom and in life by inspiring character, leadership, resilience, teamwork, discipline, physical fitness, time management, community engagement, and other important life skills. Also through football, students develop essential skills for participating in other sports during the winter and spring seasons. The sport of football provides opportunities for students with any skill and size. The relationships, bonds, and camaraderie built both on and off the field will last a lifetime. The health and safety of students is a paramount goal of high school football. Like other contact sports, there is an inherent risk in playing football. However, the NFHS wants parents to know that we believe high school football is safer today than it ever has been. The following steps have been taken to create a safer high school football experience. Concussion awareness and management protocols for football. Education and professional development for football coaches. Football injury surveillance and research studies. Restrictions on helmet-to-helmet contact hits and blindside blocks. Limits on contact in football practice. Risk minimization focus by the NFHS Football Rules Committee. Ongoing improvements in football equipment. Emergency action plans and AEDs in place and ready to use in schools nationwide. As it has been for many years, high school football continues to be a significant part of communities across the country. The NFHS is committed to keeping the lights on and keeping the game as safe as possible for the millions of kids who will play for years to come. Contact your local middle school or high school to learn more and sign up to play football today.
Welcome back to Community Memorial Stadium here at Mount Pleasant High School. As you can see the rain there on your screen, it hasn't let up much. It's let up a little bit, but rain's still coming down pretty good here, but that hasn't affected the Oiler offense. 28-14, they lead it over the Traverse City West Titans.
And if you're just joining us here at halftime, earlier in the game the Oilers did defer, so they do get the ball in the start of the half. One thing you're going to want, if you're an Oiler fan and an Oiler player, you're going to want to score a touchdown right now. Put them up by 3, give a good, comfortable lead, let the defense roll. You don't want the defense to relax too much. Give them a little bit of comfort, you could say, and then get the offense, get some more momentum going.
So the team's coming out onto the field here to start the second half. Looks like it'll be Newbecker and Riley Olson back to return. And it's right as we went to break for halftime, there was an injured Oiler down on the field. That was Jonathan Rubio, the injured Oiler, and we're going to wish Jonathan Rubio a speedy recovery as he was carted off the field once we went to commercial. Newbecker and Olson standing at about the 17-yard line, getting ready to receive this kick from Dougie Rice.
With the ball on the back of the tee, it looks like he is going to try and boot it deep.
And the second half is underway as it'll be Newbecker here on the return. Newbecker out across the 20-yard line, breaking free. Caleb Newbecker into the open field. Rice, the kicker's in front of him and drives him out of bounds, but a big return there from Caleb Newbecker to the Traverse City West 41-yard line.
Great job there by Newbecker to find the gap, turn on the Jets, get it already into Titans territory. Only had one man to beat. Kicker couldn't do it.
That was a nice job there from Rice, though, recognizing the situation, not coming in too deep because his kick coverage team let Newbecker out of there, and he was there to make the tackle. So 1st and 10 for the Oilers from the 40-yard line. Newbecker with Borodachuk in the backfield. Cardole motion across. Borodachuk going to flip it to Newbecker to the far side. Newbecker with a little bit of space, and he'll go out of bounds after about 9 or 10 on first down, and close to an Oiler first down there on another good carry there from Caleb Newbecker. And actually, it looks like he went out of bounds a little bit further back than what it originally looked like, as it'll be second down and about 4 now for Mount Pleasant. Newbecker with Borodachuk in the backfield here again. And actually, it's good to see Jonathan Rubio now on the sideline in crutches. Borodachuk motions man across, now throws it down the middle. Newbecker tries to spin free and is down to the 17-yard line. Nice play there. And now the Oilers will have it 1st and 10 into the red zone.
Great job there by Newbecker to turn on the Jets, get in the open space. And especially good job by Borodachuk not to get the ball too low or too high. Too high, there's a man right there ready to get that ball. Good job by him and Newbecker, to secure that catch, first down, inside the red zone.
Borodachuk with Newbecker behind him here on 1st and 10. Hands it to Newbecker. Newbecker with a lot of space. He can walk in. Touchdown, Mount Pleasant. 34-14 now the lead for the Oilers. It took them less than a minute, but they found in the end zone to start the second half.
And that's what the Oilers wanted coming out of this half. Put points up on the board. Get another touchdown in there. Now they're up by 3 scores.
So now Molyneux on to attempt the extra point. Hunter Lynch to snap it. Logan Zenderberg to hold it. Good kick there from Molyneux. It's up and good. It's 35-14 in favor of the Oilers. We're going to head to a short break. We'll be back on the other side of it for the Traverse City West possession.
Tonight's Pick Me Up is sponsored by Big B Coffee, courtesy of the Palmer family.
Well, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball and I got hooked. Before long I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School's Community Memorial Stadium. 35-14, the lead here for the Oilers. Took them less than a minute, 44 seconds to get into the end zone there on that first drive, and Newbecker adds to his rushing total on the night, getting into the end zone. Griffiths and Dooman back to return now for the Titans. It'll be Griffiths to return it. He fields it inside his own 5. Bringing it out across the 20 now with a little bit of space across the 30, and wrapped up and brought down just shy of the 35. And that's where the Titans will start on offense.
Wrapped up by Newbecker, number 22, Newbecker on the tackle. Titans will have it, 1st and 10. From their own 34-yard.
Now coming out of the huddle there for the Titans. Looks like they'll have 2 receivers split on our side.
So Hendricks has a Lima body behind him in the backfield here on 1st and 10 for Traverse City West. Motion man across, and now we'll hand it to a Lima body, and he bursts through the line and's got about 9 yards there on first down, but a nice run there from Adeo Lima body, and he looked really strong on the Titans' first drive of the night, and then kind of fizzled out as the second quarter went on, and showing what he did on their first drive right there, as they will give him the first down and the Titans will move the chains. Lima body behind Hendricks here on 1st and 10 from the 44. Hendricks will hand it off to the man who came in motion on the sweep. It's Kirshner on the carry, still fighting out to midfield, and it'll be 2nd down and 4 coming up for Traverse City West.
Now a couple scores around the valley. You have Traverse City taking on Traverse City Central taking on Bay City Central at the second quarter. It scores 35-7 in favor of the Trojans. You also have Saginaw Heritage taking on Midland Dow, who the Oilers do play next week, as Dow is down 21-0 in the second quarter. And just not too far away, Midland and Bay City Western. Midland is up on Bay City Western 7-3.
We hand off to a Lima body. He's down to about the 45, and it looks to be close to a first down. We'll have to check the spot. But another strong, powerful run from Adeo Lima body.
Jackson Bird on the tackle. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Titans.
You got 2 downs to pick up a yard here. What you do that one, you cannot lose yardage on this play.
3rd and 1 from the 47 now for Traverse City West. 9.5 to go in the 3rd. Hendricks will hand it off to Lima body, and he's close to the first down. Oiler fans think he didn't get there. We'll have to check the referees, but the ref on the far side says he's short, and so is the one on the near side, so it'll be 4th and 1 coming up here for Traverse City West.
And a few more scores now on the south side of the Saginaw Valley. Up here is up on Grand Ledge at halftime, 28-7. Saginaw Arthur Hill, which is now Saginaw United, is up on Grand Blanc at the first quarter, 7-0. And Davison is up on Carmen Ainsworth, 37-0.
So now here come the Titans to the line, trying to pick up this big 4th and 1, and they fall forward. Got plenty of yardage there, and they had the first down. And actually, that's a huge surprise. The score that's being reported from that Grand Blanc Saginaw United game. Grand Blanc, I believe, is leading the Saginaw Valley League Red right now, and Saginaw United looking pretty strong. They're leading at 7-0. Grand Blanc beat Saginaw Heritage a couple weeks ago by, I believe, 20. And Saginaw Heritage beat Mount Pleasant 42-7. So that Grand Blanc team's looking pretty strong this year down in the Saginaw Valley League Red. And instead of headed to a quick commercial, we'll hang out right here. And so looking around the state of Michigan tomorrow, a couple big football games going around in the college landscape. Probably the biggest one in terms of ranked teams in the state of Michigan. You got University of Michigan headed to Minnesota tomorrow for a clash with the Golden Gophers. You got CMU headed to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bulls in a big MAC game. And then in the GLIAC, number 1 Ferris State of Division II, going to be hosting Saginaw Valley State. And also, I guess if you want to talk about the college landscape, Alma College has jumped out to a pretty good start in their respective Division III and are looking pretty strong in their polls, ranked inside the top 25.
And in Division II, you can't forget about one of my personal favorite Division II teams, Northern Michigan, who's going to take on the Davenport
Panthers.
Panthers, excuse me. Drew a little blank there, but they will take on Davenport.
So 1st and 10 for the Traverse City West Titans from the 44-yard line. Hendricks with a Lima body next to him in the backfield. Hendricks will hand it off. A Lima body dancing, fighting his way forward, and another nice run there from Adeo Lima body down to the 35 and close to another first down. Second and 2 from the 35. Hendricks with the Lima body behind him. It'll be a Lima body again. He bounced off a tackler right at the line of scrimmage and gets a first down now for the Titans.
That's first down yardage for the Titans. 1st and 10 from the other 32-yard line. Tackled by Kowalik, number 62.
Cal Kowalik made the tackle that time. And I know we talked about it right before the halftime break, but Cal Kowalik was selected as Mount Pleasant Student Athlete of the Month for the month of September. Shown off right there as to why he was selected for that award. Hendricks with a Lima body next to him once again. He'll take the handoff. Following his blockers to the right side. He's got 4 yards there on first down. It'll be second down and medium coming up for Traverse City West.
Jackson Dunn on the tackle. About 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for Traverse City.
Now Hendricks will come up, getting ready for the play. Alima Badi has been next to him all night long. He's still there next to him here on this 2nd down and 7 play. Hendricks going to roll out to throw. Going to launch it downfield into triple coverage, and it's incomplete. Ball falls to the turf harmlessly. There were 3 Oilers around the football, and so it'll be 3rd and 7 now coming up for Traverse City West.
Broken up by Zenneberg. 3rd and 7 for the Titans.
So 3rd and 7 now for Traverse City West. 6:38 to go here in the third. Crucial drive for the Titans trying to crawl back into this game. They trail by 21. Hendricks fake the handoff to Kirshner, now hand it off to Alima Badi, fighting his way forward. He did not get the first down, so it'll be another 4th and 1 coming up here for Traverse City West.
Just a couple of scores around the Mount Pleasant area. Got Reed City leading Kent City in the 3rd quarter, 32-6. Shepherd just down the road, up 17-6 on Pinconning. Just a couple miles down the road, Ithaca up on Michigan Lutheran Seminary at halftime, 8-0.
6:05 to go in the third. Big 4th and 2 now for Traverse City West. Alima Badi next to Hendricks. Hendricks going to keep it himself, and he's close to the first down marker, and looks like they're going to give him the first down as the chains start to move.
For the Titans from their other 23-yard line.
Now, if you're the Oilers here on defense, excuse me. They have a little bit of breathing room here for you want to get a stop here, help your offense out up by 3, see if they can put it up by 4. But you have breathing room. They score here, get conversion. Ball's on the ground.
And it looks like the Oilers have fallen on top of that. Not quite sure who was on top of that. And A.J. Dennis emerges from the pile with the football.
Talking about getting a score, that's something even better. Get a turnover. Now the Oilers do have a chance to put it up by 4 scores. Huge turnover there for the Oilers. A little costly there by the Titans as they were looking to narrow it down.
And I think that's just again the wet weather playing a factor here in this football game. But I don't know if you saw that, Alex. But down there on the sideline, even though he's not out on the field, Jonathan Rubio was pretty fired up after that fumble, jumping around on those crutches. 1st and 10 coming up for the Oilers. Newbecker in the backfield with Borodchuk, Easton Day, and Riley Olsen on the near side at receiver. Borodchuk will hand it off to Newbecker up the middle. Going to be hit right at the line and driven backward. So 2nd and 10 for the Oilers.
Greeted there by number 78, Thomas, Jackson Thomas.
Now looks like checking into the game will be Tyler McGee, number 44, along with Jackson Dern, number 80, McGee will come out for Dern.
So Borodchuk will have Newbecker with him in the backfield, and then he'll have 3 wide receivers on the near side, Dole, Day, and Olsen. Borodchuk going to flip it to Newbecker. Newbecker on the run. Newbecker trying to shake loose from Titans, and he was hit just shy of the 30, and so it'll be 3rd down coming up here for Mount Pleasant.
About 3. Christian there to tackle, number 7, Christian. They're marking at the 29. So we got a 3rd and 8 coming up for the Oilers.
Third down looks like about 8 now for the Oilers from the 29. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Oilers trying to put this ball game out of reach. Borodchuk takes the snap. Gonna roll. Gonna throw. Got a man, and it's over Easton Day's outstretched arms, and so it'll be 4th and 8 coming up for the Oilers. And now a decision here for Coach McIntyre. Probably gonna be a punting situation.
Now, that's a good job by Traverse City to bounce back after that costly turnover. Force an easy 3 and out for the Oilers. Now, on the offensive end for Mount Pleasant, that's not something you're going to want to see. When you get opportunities like that on the fumble, maybe a turnover, interception, you want to try and capitalize off those, whether it be getting them on their own side of the field or putting points on the scoreboard. You always want to try and capitalize on those costly errors.
So quarterback Borodchuk back to punt it away here for the Oilers. Low snap, skips into Borodchuk. He will get the kickoff, and it's a really short one. It's going to go to about the 31-yard line, and Borodchuk got leveled after the kick, but there's going to be no penalty flag on the play. Oiler fans really not happy about that. Not liking seeing their star quarterback get lit up like that, but now the Oiler defense will come out onto the field, and the Titans have great starting field position.
Officials were saying the ball was tipped but from my angle, and I bet you many on the field, looked like he kicked it right through 2 guys, right under their hands. Got it up.
A nice job there from Borodchuk, just making a little bit of something out of nothing there. Hendricks with a Lima body. Behind him in the backfield here on 1st and 10. See if the Titans can capitalize on this great field position. They'll hand it off to a Lima body. Up the middle. Actually, no, it's Hendricks. He still has the football. The play fake fooled me. And that was a nice job from Cal Kowalik staying with the quarterback, Hendricks, and forcing him to throw it away.
Could have been a little risky there. There's a good job if you're the Oiler, if you're Cal Kowalik, by Hendricks to throw that ball away. There could have been a horse collar just based off how Cal tackled him to the ground if he would have held onto the ball.
It looks like our digital media teacher, Pat Onstad, is headed down to the field with our sideline camera, looking to get some more cool sideline shots for tonight's broadcast.
Now up in the booth on the cameras, you got Brendan Hauser taking over on the camera, and you got Tate Wager getting your hero shots, and you have Nolan Asman and Carter Maxson as your producers for the second half.
As now Lima Body takes the handoff and runs forward for a nice gain there on second down. It'll be third down and manageable coming up here for Traverse City West.
Going to pick up about 5, 35 for the Titans. Wrapped up by Castellan, 28, Castellan on the tackle.
So 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Titans from the 26-yard line. Hendricks with a Lima Body behind him. We'll hand it off to a Lima Body. Got a couple blockers there on the far side. A Lima Body pushed out of bounds shy of the first down. Nice job there from Logan Zenneberg to get him out of bounds, and that'll be 4th down and a couple yards for the Titans. And now definitely have to go for this if you want to stay in the football game.
Now, Oiler fans, again, not happy with that. They thought there might have been a holding there as Tyler Hutchins looked like he was getting held, but obviously no call. Set up 4th and short.
And now what? Now a little bit of a smaller Oiler crowd tonight, but making plenty of noise here for this 4th down play for the Titans. 4th and 3 from the 24-yard line. Hendricks with a Lima Body behind him. Hendricks hands it to a Lima Body. A Lima Body fighting, and he's got the first down. Nice strong run there from a Adeo Lima Body, and the Titans move the chains.
First and 10 for the Titans at the Oiler 19-yard line.
Now, you can almost say Lima Body has kind of got the build of Derrick Henry almost. Not your typical smaller kind of shifty running back, but he'll run right through you.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 19 here for the Titans. Hendricks, high snap, will keep it himself. And now he's pushed out of bounds. Clay Molyneux and Logan Zenneberg pushed him out. Nice job there from the Oiler defense sniffing out the play fake. Nice job there from Zenneberg and Molyneux to push him out.
He's going to lose at least a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Second down and 12 for Traverse City.
So he's 2nd down and 12 now as the play comes in for the Titans. Ball on the 21-yard line. A Lima Body behind Hendricks. Andrew Dennis jumped.
As the early indication will be a offsides on Mount Pleasant.
I believe that will probably be what the penalty is. I watched A.J. Dennis jump right across the offensive line, and the hard count, actually it probably wasn't intended to be a hard count, but the snap count fooled the Oilers. And so free 5 yards there for Traverse City West.
That's one of the very few mistakes you're going to see Andrew Dennis make at playing. As typically now this season he's more transitioned to just being your offensive tackle with a couple banged up players trying to get him some resting time. He'll play defense like he did last year and the year before that.
2nd and 6 or 7 now here for Traverse City West. Ball's on the ground. And looks like Hendricks covered it up. Molyneux flew in there to try and take it from him, but a nice job there from Owen Hendricks to cover it back up. And now it will be 3rd down and 13 coming up for Traverse City West.
And that Molyneux flying in there will be Clay Molyneux, the younger brother to number 66, offensive lineman Ed Molyneux.
And now you see that Oilers student section on your screen. They've hung out through the rain, and they're enjoying a great football game and a great offensive and defensive display that their Oilers are putting on right now. 1 minute to go in the third as Hendricks gets the play in for the Titans.
And the Oiler fans and students hoping the Oilers can keep this momentum going on the offense and defensive side.
Hendricks going to drop back to throw. Pressure comes, and he is rammed to the ground. A.J. Dennis got in there and threw him down, and it'll be 4th down coming up for the Titans.
And talking about momentum on the defensive side, great job there by Andrew Dennis to get in there, lay the boomstick. Looks like he knocked Hendricks' helmet off, hit so hard. He'll be taken down in the backfield, 4th and long. Now a decision to make for the Titans, Do you try and kick a – I mean, this is a longer field goal, almost 45 yards based off where the ball and the snap would be placed. Or do you try and go for it?
I think going for it's probably your best option here. Now the Titans will take a timeout to talk things over. And while they talk it over, we'll talk it over too. We'll see you on the other side of this short commercial.
Well, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School's Community Memorial Stadium. Teams still in the huddle. But wow, it was a big hit delivered there by A.J. Dennis. Knocked the helmet right off Owen Hendricks. And now we have 4th and 18 play coming up here for the Titans. Out of field goal range probably. And so it'll be a long conversion that will be necessary here for Traverse City West to keep this drive alive.
Or do you try, do a little trickery on a punt maybe, and have the quarterback go back and just punt it straight from the 6-yard shotgun snap, try and pin them within their own Oilers' 5-yard line.
And now you see a couple Oiler guys back just right around that line to gain. So the Oilers defense just trying to keep things in front of them here and not let them get the first down.
So now checking in for the Titans at quarterback with number 9, Sam Shute.
Sam Schutte in the backfield. Alim Abadi next to him. Had a little bit of trouble with the snap. Now throws it lefty, and it's out of bounds. So that will be how the Traverse City West drive ends. The Oiler offense will come back out onto the field with 10 seconds to go in the third. Unfortunate there if you're Traverse City West. You have your quarterback have to come out for a play because his helmet came off, and Sam Schutte just doing everything he could to try and pick up that first down.
Keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for tournament updates, events, announcements, video highlights, and high school sports news from around the state. It's the best way to connect with the MHSAA every day.
Brochuk still in at quarterback here for the Oilers. Might get to see Ian Dramedy here in a little bit. He was 2 for 3 last week. Not very much talking about, but he threw 2 for 3 for 17 yards, so not a bad performance there from Ian Dramedy coming in to play at the end of the game last week against Bay City Central. As that run from Newbecker will take us to the 4th quarter. We'll see you on the other side of this short break. The Oilers lead at 35-14, headed to the 4th.
It's going to be 2nd and 4 when we start the 4th quarter.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. 4th quarter getting ready to start here. Oiler offense will have it 2nd down and 5 from the 32-yard line. Looking to put this football game away and get ready to play for a Valley Championship next week against Midland Dow. So here comes the play here from the Oilers. Newbecker behind Borodachuk in the backfield. Carter Dole on the near side receiver. Easton Dave, Riley Olsen on the far. And now a little bit of movement up front, and then the indication will be a false start against the Oilers.
Now that's going to take away some of the momentum they had coming into this fourth quarter with that nice 5-yard run. That'll back them up 5, so now it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Oilers.
Brochuk will fake the handoff to Newbacker, now throw wide open to Easton Day. Day off to the races. Titans trying to chase him down. They won't get him. He's gone. Touchdown Oilers.
What a play. Great job. Great route running there. Riley Olsen pulled in the one guy they had on that side. Pulled him in, looking like on a little button hook. Left Easton Day wide open on the go. Good quick recognition by Broderchuk to get it down there. Day looks like one man is catching up to him, but early in the game we talked about Day's speed. That's a big killer, and that's what helped the Oilers get that touchdown on that play.
73 big ones to the house, and it's going to be Clayton Molyneux on to attempt the extra point once again for the Oilers. Zenneberg to hold, Lynch to snap. Molyneux's kick up, and it is good just inside the left upright, and we're going to head to another short commercial break. We'll be back on the other side of it.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Saw the end of the Oilers student section right there on your screen. Still out making some noise for the Oilers as now they lead 42-14 over the Traverse City West Titans. 42-14 was the score that the Oilers beat Traverse City Central by. And now Clayton Molyneux getting ready to kick it back to the Titans.
Griffiths and Dumar back to receive.
Griffiths and Dumar back to receive for the Titans. Molyneux's had a cannon of a leg so far. It's another good kick from Molyneux, but this one will drive Griffiths right back to the goal line. And it goes right into the end zone for a touchback, and the Titans will get to start at the 20.
What a kick by Molyneux. I tell you, he's been having the biggest leg he's had all year in this game. What, you'd say 3 touchbacks so far?
Oh, at least.
That one landing good solid 2 yards in the end zone.
And that's actually probably a little bit surprising based on the wet field conditions. He's able to get that plant down and drive that ball downfield. Hendricks with a Lima body in the backfield with him here on 1st and 10. Trying to salvage some points on this drive and climb back into this game are the Titans. Hendricks going to launch downfield. Got a man, and Kirshner couldn't get there before it went out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Traverse City West. So Hendricks has a Lima body in the backfield with him here on 2nd and 10. As you see Andrew Dennis, the Michigan State commit there on your screen for a couple minutes, stand next to his dad, Bill Dennis. As now it's another good run there from Kendricks over to the sideline. Maybe picked up a yard, really close. And so it'll be 3rd down and long coming up here for the Titans.
Now a little bit of comeback so far in the Valley Blue, as now Bay City Western now leads Midland 10-7 in the 3rd quarter. I'm just getting a couple more score updates for you. I'll have those in the next few minutes.
Hendricks with the Lima body behind him here for 3rd and 8. 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Hendricks gonna draw it back. Pressure coming up the middle. Parks got in there. And the throw over the middle is incomplete. So we 4th down and 8 now. And likely going to have to punt it away as now the kicking unit will come out here for Traverse City West.
Rice, number 21, and the punt for Traverse City West.
Dougie Rice, the senior kicker, coming in to punt it away. That's a little bit different from what we've seen the rest of the night, as it had been Kyler Brunnan had been the kicker, the punter, but now Rice will be the one to kick it away for the Titans. Noe back to return here for the Oilers. Rice's kick is a high one, and it'll land at about the 45 and roll over to the sideline and go out of bounds. Still in Traverse City West territory. The Oilers will take over from the Traverse City West 49. And now the Oilers will come back out there. We mentioned a couple times already, big matchup next week against Midland Dow for the Oilers. Not only is it a big Saginaw Valley League game, but it's also senior night, and it's a big rivalry game against the Midland Dow Chargers just down the road. And so it should be a really good one next week here at Community Memorial Stadium, down out the regular season here at home.
I tell you what, that's going to be my last football broadcast, and I'm excited to bring that to you. Up here in the booth, whether I'm on the booth, switching, camera, whatever I'm doing, I'll be happy. And you can also catch me and also along with Brady Edwards and Carter Maxson on our basketball broadcast later this year.
Dramedy will hand it off up the middle to Caden Ivey there on first down. And Caden Ivey fights his way forward for a nice gain there on first down.
Number 24, 2nd and 5 for the Oilers.
So 2nd down and 5 coming up here for the Oilers. Dramedy with Parks and Ivy behind him. Dramedy will pitch it to Caden Ivey. It was a high pitch, and Ivy was hit right when he got in the hole. And looks like not much of a gain there. They're going to give him maybe a yard on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and looks like 5 for the Oilers. So Dramedy will bring the play back into the huddle here for the Oilers. Ivy next to Dramedy. Dramedy, low snap, he slips, and now will just wisely cover up the football. Nice job there from Dramedy just to cover up that football and keep possession with the Oilers. So now it'll be 4th down, and now looks like Coach McIntyre, see what he'll do here. Brochuk now will run on the field. Looks like the Oilers will kick it away here. Kirshner back to receive now for Traverse City West. 8:50 to go here in this ball game.
A couple more score updates. In the 3rd quarter, Ithaca now leads Michigan Lutheran Seminary 14-0. Heritage now leads Dow 28-0. And now in Traverse City Central now leads Bay City Central 42-7. And then Ogama Heights is up on Kingsley 21-12.
So looks like the Oilers just intentionally took a delay of game, possibly give Barochuk a little bit of room to bomb this ball downfield on the punt. Not quite sure what that's about. So we 4th and 15 now for the Oilers.
I think that might have been to give Barochuk a little bit more room, try and avoid the touchback.
Barochuk, it's a really good boot. Driven right down to the 15, and now Kirshner will bring it back. There's a flag on the play. And Kirshner gets out to the 30, but likely going to be backing up a little bit.
Could have been maybe blocking the back. I'll look for the early signal for you.
It looks like you're right, Alex, and good job watching that out there. Looks like the signal will be a block in the back against the Titans, so they'll have to back up after a nice punt return there from Kirshner.
Now here's the official signal. As we were both correct, it will be a block in the back on the Titans. I'll back them up half the distance to the goal.
Around the 9-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Titans.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans on their own 9-yard line.
So I guess it might have been a smart play there to back up Barochuk, because that was a really good kick there, and it backs the Titans up.
So I'll see if the Oilers can put something here on defense, try and pin the Titans back in deep in their own territory.
So now it'll be a handoff. Bouncing it out to the outside that time. Couple substitutions in for the Titans, as that looks like it was Charlie Sowers in on the carry, the junior. Hendricks still at quarterback right now for Traverse City West.
Number 14, Frederick Hiley on the tackle.
Freddie Hiley on the tackle. As he checks in the game.
Hendricks.
Also checking in the game for the Oilers. Bo Elliott and Cole Phillips. Hunter Lynch also on the defensive line, along with Seth DeLeon, the senior.
And now, delay of game going to be called on Traverse City West. They'll have to back up even further into their own end. Ball's on the 8 right now. Half the distance will put them on the 4.
That will not be a delay of game. It will be a substitution infraction. Looks like they might have broke the huddle with too many men.
It's ball on the 4 now for Traverse City West. 2nd down and 15. Backed right up under the shadow of his own goalpost. It'll be a handoff to Alim Abadi. Nice run from Alim Abadi. Getting his offense some breathing room. And we'll get it back out close to the 15. So it'll be 3rd down, and it looks like about 6 now coming up for Traverse City West. Freddie Hiley was the one to push him out there on the play. And so now a little bit of a more manageable 3rd down coming up here for the Titans.
Now a score from one of Mount Pleasant's opponents that they've faced in the playoffs the past couple years. Last year, talking about DeWitt, that is. Last year, a tough triple overtime loss in the district finals, as they are up on Okemos 60-0 in the 4th quarter.
As now Hendricks on the run, still on his feet. McGee trying to wrap him up, close to a 1st down.
Another Saginaw Valley League score from the red division. Lapeer will be up on Grand Ledge in the 3rd quarter, 35-7.
As now it will be a 1st down for Traverse City West. They move the sticks once again halfway through this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and 10 now from the 19 for Hendricks and the Titans. Alim Abadi behind Hendricks. He'll take the handoff up the middle. Plenty of room to run. Alim Abadi bursts forward, gets out close to the 30. And so it'll be looks like about 2nd and 1 coming up now for Traverse City West.
About a yard short. No, they're going to get the 1st down at the 29. Hayden Ivy on the tackle. Ivy, number 7.
Now Hendricks will come back up to the line with the play. It'll be Sowers back in at running back for Traverse City West. Be a handoff to Sowers. Sowers up the middle. And gets out close to another 1st down.
Looks like they're going to mark him just short, and never mind. They're going to give him the 1st down.
That's back-to-back plays. I think both of us thought he was short on the last play and again on that play, but Obviously, the officials have a little bit of a better view down there, and they give them the first down again on that play. So it'll be 1st and 10 out to the 39 now for Traverse City West.
We do have a little bit of a rough angle, just not being centered on that ball. But the way the official was standing, it looked like they might have marked him just short, but the ball did reach the line.
Sowers again on the carry up the middle, and 3 or 4 there on the carry. 2nd and 8 now coming up for Traverse City West. Tyler McGee made the tackle that time for the Oilers, as now the clock rolls down to 4:40 to go.
Hunter Lynch and Jack Prewo are checking out for the Oilers. In for the Oilers, looks like we got number 36. That'll be Marcus Carson.
Hendricks motions Kirshner. He'll hand it to Kirshner. Kirshner with a little bit of room on the near side. Kirshner the block. Kirshner trying to stay on his feet. Couldn't in the wet conditions, but he's got a first down inside the 45. So if he stays on his feet, he's headed to the house for a touchdown. But the Turf Monster got him that time, and he'll have it 1st and 10 from the 43.
And then the other substitution in for the Oilers is number 63. It'll be Lucas Frost, the junior.
So 1st and 10 from the 43 now for Traverse City West. Kirshner. Hendricks fakes it to Kirshner. Now he's got running room up the middle. Bo Elliott, can he get him? No, he can't. Another long touchdown run from Owen Hendricks. I believe that's his 3rd touchdown of the night. He gets the hat trick, and the Titans are back into the end zone. They trail 42-20 now. And now it looks like Traverse City West might be going for 2 here.
They go in that formation to try and spread out the defense. So it looks like, as you can see, they only have, looks like 3 linemen, a guard, center guards. Guard, center, guard. Well, 2 big gaps. See if quarterback can keep it.
So it'll be Hendricks in the backfield with a Lima body, looks like in there now as a blocker. Low snap. Hendricks on the run into the end zone for 2. 42-22 our score now with under 4 minutes to go. We'll take another short break.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Back to Mount Pleasant High School, 42-22 the score now with under 4 minutes to go in this one. Oilers lead the Traverse City West Titans here on a rainy evening in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And the weather hasn't really been a factor for that Oiler offense. Still been able to throw the ball around, and plenty of good runs from Caleb Newbecker mixed in have given the Oilers this 20-point lead.
Now it does look like, just looking up at the lights, the rain's coming down a little bit harder than it has been in the past minutes of the game. But definitely not as bad as it did before the game even started, right after they started warm-ups. So it looks like the Oilers are going to go in a hands formation, anticipating a onside kick. And the way the ball was set up on the tee, it looks like they're going to try to squib.
So it'll be Rice to kick it for the Titans. And they will indeed go for the onside. Now we'll just roll to Tyler Hutchins, who will cover it up. And the Oilers will have it 1st and 10 from the 48, looking to run out the final 4 minutes of this one. So if you're the Oilers here, Alex, you don't need another score, but do you think Coach McIntyre will move the ball and look to put some more points on the board before this one's over?
I think what he's going to try and do, I mean, this is just based off my opinion, I think he's just going to try and run the ball, run the clock out, not risk anything. Because, granted, I mean, 3 minutes, 55 seconds left. That's not a lot of time, but that's still enough time. Because if we get a costly turnover, Traverse City plays the clock right, they could score, get the ball back on the outside and score again. That's definitely not what you want on the Oilers side. So I think he's going to try and run the ball, stay a little safe, but not play too conservative.
So Dramedy still in at quarterback for the Oilers. He'll hand it off to Caden Ivy up the middle, and Ivy falls forward for a couple. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Oilers. And now, do we have a flag on the play?
Don't see one. No, timeout. Timeout for an injury.
So we'll take a short injury timeout while this is resolved down the field. Actually, Alex, what do you got for us?
New for the 2023-2024 school year is a totally redesigned MHSAA website. The address is the same. Just go to MHSAA.com for all your news, scores, schedules, and more. The new site works great on mobile devices and makes tournament information even easier to find. Plus, get all the new featured stories and finals recaps right on the front page. Check out the new MHSAA.com.
So the injured Titan is Drew Esper, and he's being helped off the field.
Looks like he's able to walk off on his own power.
And he's actually a sophomore in there playing some varsity minutes. Wide receiver and defensive back for this Traverse City West Titans team.
So good news, folks. That was Drew Esper sitting on the turf, but that's him walking off the field. And
So 3:36 to go on this one. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Oilers. Dramedy will move up under center. He's got McGee in it and Ivy behind him. Be a handoff to Ivy. Ivy bursts through the line and gets a couple there on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and medium coming up for the Oilers. Clock runs down to about 3:10. As now the Oilers students start to make their way from the student section over to greet the team as they come off the field. Nice tradition that these Oilers students have had in the last several years.
Not tonight. It looks like it might be a little bit smaller, as you said. Rain really kept a lot of the students home. But they still showed up, and they were very loud. Almost acted as the 12th man tonight.
looks like that's what their intention is. They're not even calling a play. They're just letting the clock run. Back judge is signaling we're within the time of their clock right now.
And now the Oilers will take a timeout as the play clock was winding down. And we'll just hang out right here as we're inside 3 minutes to go. And actually, they just announced it over the loudspeakers here at the stadium. We'd like to wish Jackson Dern, the tight end for the Oilers, a very happy 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Jackson. Are you looking to find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for students. It's all on the health and safety page of the MHSAA website.
Now as the Titans taking full advantage of this timeout, Oilers offense, is out there ready to make a play.
3rd and 6, Dramedy under center with Tyler McGee behind him as a blocker for Caden Ivy. Dramedy will fake the handoff to Ivy, and then he was under major pressure and just had to get it away. It was intended for
number 82, Seth DeLeon, the tight end on that play.
And now Logan Broichuk will come back out onto the field, not as a punter, not as the quarterback, but as the punter for the Oilers.
As it looks like he's getting warmed up for a little bit of a break.
And his last punt was pretty good. See if he can do the same thing and just drive the Titans back and pin them deep. Kirshner back to return now for Traverse City West.
No, that's not really what you want to see as the Oilers. You always want to see them. Could have been a little bit of a jump there, but you want to see them move the ball up the field and run the clock out. That is a great punt. See if they can down it, and they won't be able to catch up.
A diving attempt there from Clayton Molyneux to try and stop it before it goes into the end zone.
But now with the score at 20, saying 3-point game with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. Nothing's impossible right now. With the way the weather is, you never know what can happen.
So the Titans will have it 1st and 10 from the 20 as Owen Kendricks comes back out onto the field for Traverse City West. A couple more wide receivers in the formation now for Traverse City with 2:23 to go in this one. And Olimabadi still in at at running back for Traverse City West as he has been the majority of the evening. Kendricks hands it to Kirshner. Kirshner on the end around. Got hit right at the line and still falls forward for a gain of a couple there on 1st down.
Picks up a couple yards on the play. Tripped up by Loria, number 2. Anthony Loria on the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Titans.
Good job there by Anthony Loria to get in from the other side to make other side of the play, make tackles. He'll get subbed out. And Freddie Highway checking in.
Now the rain's starting to come down a little bit heavier than it had been in the last couple minutes. Clock rolls down to 1:45 now. Low snap. Hendricks will throw it over the middle, caught, and almost shedding a tackler was number 4, Andrew Budd, and he'll be down just shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1 or 2, and actually now
looks like they're going to get the 1st down. So the clock will stop briefly at 1 minute and 36 seconds. Now they're going to wind it up.
Minute and a half to go in this ball game. Kendricks with Sowers in the backfield with him. He'll throw it. And miscommunication between the receivers. It was intended for Bud. It looks like Manuel got in the way there. Maybe thought the pass was intended for him, and Bud couldn't hang on to it off the tip. And now it'll be 2nd down and 10. And now Limabadi will come back into the game for the Titans. Kendricks fake the handoff. Now he'll keep it and run up the middle. And he was met by a swarm of Oilers. Tyler McGee was the one that took him to the ground. And now it'll be 3rd down and long as the clock turns down to 1 minute.
By another Oiler, but McGee finished him up. And is thrown for loss of about 4 yards. 3rd down and about 14 to go.
Now the clock will roll under 1 minute for this 3rd down and 14 play coming up for Traverse City West. Kendricks now will just hand it off to Olimabadi, and he'll go up the middle for a couple. Almost lost his pants there on the play as he was grabbed from behind, but it'll be 4th down coming up for Traverse City West.
As the clock did stop there for a second, Oilers coach is not happy about it. Clock will run now, and they'll get a timeout.
Looks like that timeout will be taken by Traverse City West. We'll just hang out here for the last 30 seconds. Alex, you got any final thoughts on this game before this one is finally over?
You know, coming into this game, I was excited for it, especially with the weather. I always love these rainy games, especially broadcasting them, because you never know what can happen. But coming out of the starting gate, Elimabadi really took it to the Oilers, running right through our defensive line, put 6 up on the board in their first drive. The Titans' defense really came out red hot, forced the Oilers to an odd 3 and out. But then the Oilers really just flipped the switch right then and there. Now putting up 42 points. I mean, this is what you want as an Oiler fan and Oiler player. Just putting up points, getting ready to go next week as we're going to take on Dow in what could be the Saginaw Valley Championship game for the Blue Division. This is just an overall great game by both sides of the ball on both teams.
It's be 4th and 6 now coming up for Traverse City West from their own 35-yard line. What could be one of the final plays of this ball game. If they don't pick it up, Oilers will probably just take one more snap and kneel it down. 31 seconds showing up on the clock. 3 receivers for the Titans with Sowers in the backfield with Kendricks. We hand off to Sowers. Up the middle. He's not going to get there, and that will do it for the Titans tonight. And now the Oilers will just have to take a knee and end this ball game. So now Logan Brodichuk will just come back in here for the Oilers, just take a knee and make sure this one goes into the books. It's 42-22, the Oilers leading it. And just as you said, Alex, really solid performance there from the Oilers once they flipped that switch. And they jumped out to a big lead and hung on at the end to win by 20.
Now I gave my final thoughts. Brenton, how about you? What are your final thoughts on today's game?
I think the Oilers just did a really good job responding after the initial drive from Traverse City West. A Lehman body looked really strong, and the defense stepped up, slowed him down, and the offense did what they typically do. Brodichuk throwing it around and Newbecker running away from guys, and they did a really nice job on both sides of the ball. Brodichuk takes a knee, and that's how this one will end. I'd like to give a big shout out to the rest of our crew for one final time tonight. Tate Wager, Brendan Hauser, Carter Maxson, Nolan Asman. I'm Brenton Scobie alongside my partner Alex Whitman, and for Pat Onsar, our digital media teacher. Thank you for watching our game tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. On behalf of our entire school broadcasting program crew, I'm Brendan Scobie saying so long and have a good night from Community Memorial Stadium. The Oilers win it 42-22.
It's the Mount Pleasant Oilers 42.